Hello everyone, and welcome to my The Bold and the Beautiful News official YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. The confession: Daphne tells Steffy the truth. Steffy had invited Daphne to her Malibu home for a simple strategy session on the fashion line, but it turns into a therapy session gone off the rails. When Daphne begins shaking, unable to concentrate, Steffy leans in with compassion. "Are you okay? You've been different since Paris." Distant. "Tell me what's going on." Daphne breaks down. Sobs. Clutches a locket around her neck. "I didn't know how to say it. I didn't even know until a few months ago." "Steffy. I'm your sister." Silence. Absolute silence. Then Steffy bursts out laughing, the nervous, disbelieving kind. "That's not funny, Daphne. It's not a joke. Taylor Hayes is my mother." Boom. The earth shakes. The DNA that proves everything. Daphne produces the envelope. The DNA test. Ridge's name is on it. So is Taylor's. And a baby, born under a false identity decades ago. A secret adoption. A cover-up in the French Alps. A nurse named Cecile. A forged death certificate. Sound familiar? She gave me up. Said she was grieving Phoebe and couldn't handle another baby alone. My father vanished. My existence, erased. Steffy's hands tremble. She opens the file. Sees the markers. It's irrefutable. Flashbacks: Taylor's secret life after Phoebe's death. Turns out, Taylor fled to Europe after losing Phoebe, where she went dark for almost a year. What really happened during that time? Answer: she got pregnant again. By a married French cardiologist. But couldn't face Ridge or her grief. So she hid it, had the baby in secret and gave her up. That baby? Daphne. Taylor never spoke of it again. Steffy's reaction: anger, betrayal, breakdown. Steffy loses it. She throws her wine glass. Accuses Daphne of lying, manipulating, using this for leverage. "You show up, you worm your way into our family, you flirt with Thomas, and now you're what? My long-lost sister?" But the fury hides a deeper truth: Steffy's terrified. Her identity, her history, her place as the Forrester daughter? Now in question. Thomas learns the truth, and realizes he fell for his sister. Yes. Thomas and Daphne had chemistry. Tension. Almost kissed. When he finds out, he turns ghost white. "That night on the rooftop, you almost let me kiss you." Daphne sobs. "I didn't know then. I swear I didn't know." Thomas walks out. Silent. Broken. Taylor confronted, the mother of all confessions. Steffy demands answers. Ridge storms into the Cliff House too. Taylor appears, panicked, cornered. Steffy screams. "Did you abandon your daughter? Did you abandon my sister?" Taylor breaks. "I couldn't bear the pain. I thought if I let her go, she'd have a better life." Ridge stares in disbelief. The woman he idolized hid a child from him? Again? Eric and Brooke react, legacy under fire. Eric is devastated. Another secret child in the family? Another scandal? Brooke, oddly, supports Daphne. She was once the outsider too. The woman Ridge chose to build a life with against the rules. She tells Daphne, "No matter how you got here, you're part of this family now." But Eric warns. Blood doesn't automatically make you a Forrester. You'll have to prove it. The fashion fallout: Daphne's position at Forrester in jeopardy. Hope wants Daphne out. Paris resigns in protest. Carter urges Ridge to create distance. We're heading into a public offering. Scandals like this spook investors. But Daphne won't go quietly. She owns half of a forgotten Forrester subsidiary, left to her by Stephanie's old trust, unknowingly signed by Taylor years ago. She's not just a designer. She's a stakeholder. The sisters try again, but trust is shattered. Steffy and Daphne meet alone. No cameras. No fashion. Just two sisters, sitting by the ocean. Daphne offers a bracelet, one Phoebe made as a child. Taylor had kept it and passed it to Daphne in secret. I'm not here to take anything from you. I just want to know you. Steffy sighs. I don't know who you are. And I don't know who I am anymore. The shocking twist, Daphne's biological father revealed. Just when you think it couldn't get more intense, the DNA trail leads to an even bigger twist. Daphne's biological father? Massimo Marone. Which means, she and Ridge are half-siblings. And that means Steffy and Daphne are actually cousins, not sisters. The whole family tree collapses. Ridge collapses. My father? My sister? What does that make me? Ridge spirals, past mistakes, present meltdowns. Ridge can't take it. The betrayals. The lies. The realization that the family he built sits on unstable DNA. He disappears. Walks out of Forrester. Rumors swirl that he's headed back to Paris. Taylor blames herself. I was just trying to survive losing Phoebe. What's next for Daphne? She inherits a portion of Marone Industries. She's invited to Paris to design a capsule line under her own name. She's pursued romantically by a new character, billionaire wine heir Matteo Castellani, who just arrived in LA. But she's also being followed by someone who knows more secrets about her adoption. Steffy's engagement rocked. Finn questions everything. Finn doesn't know what to believe. His wife's family is collapsing. Daphne used to flirt with him. Are you sure there's nothing else between you two? Steffy slaps him. But the damage is done. Their marriage? On the brink. The foundation cracks. Hope and RJ consider cutting ties with Forrester. Liam offers Daphne advice, then kisses her, while Steffy watches from a hallway. Eric demands a new CEO, and nominates Donna. Bill Spencer gets wind of the DNA scandal and publishes it on the front page of Ion Fashion. Sheila Carter sends Daphne a message, looks like you're not the only forgotten daughter. A legacy shattered, a family rebuilt? Daphne Rose's confession didn't just shift the narrative, it detonated the soap opera universe of The Bold and the Beautiful. With one truth, everything from Ridge's lineage to Steffy's stability to Taylor's past collapsed in on itself. But maybe, just maybe, this is the beginning of a new era. One where new Forresters rise, and the sins of the past are finally burned to ash. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers update for Monday, July 23rd, reveal that Taylor Hayes will take matters into her own hands when it comes to Ridge Forrester and the future she wants. Taylor pledged not to let Brooke Logan come between them again, so she'll feel like she has to take drastic action to keep that pledge to Ridge. Although Ridge keeps assuring Taylor that he's married to her, he hasn't offered establishment evidence of that. Taylor will feel like an engagement ring would change effects and show Brooke that Ridge is in this for the long haul. In a perfect world, Taylor would no doubt like for Ridge to be the one proposing. Still, Taylor might end up staying ever if she waited on Ridge to pop the question. Plus, Taylor is an ultramodern woman who knows how to take charge, so she'll have no compunctions about getting a ring for herself and planning this offer. It turns out Taylor will decide to propose at Il Giardino, so it won't be long until she processes Ridge there for a big speech. Taylor will hope to make Ridge her hubby formally more and push him into a marriage he was awaiting. Nick Marone will just so be to be at Deacon Sharp's eatery when this offer of marriage plays out. That'll bring Nick's eavesdropper occasion and will give him a chance to see Taylor's bling as well. Nick has been pursuing Brooke and trying to change her perspective when it comes to the conception of fortune. That's why Nick will be particularly interested in Taylor's offer and Ridge's response to it. Nick's going to take whatever news he learns back to Brooke soon enough. Until also, BMB suckers can anticipate Ridge to get blindsided and struggle to know what to say. Ridge can't leave Taylor hanging indefinitely, but this wouldn't be an easy situation for him to handle. Taylor will remain hopeful about making Ridge her hubby one further time and living happily ever later. Alas, no matter what answer Ridge gives her in the coming couple occurrences, Taylor's love is doomed. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Ridge's life will come with further romantic updates during July reaches, so stay tuned to watch him veer back in Brooke's direction. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal an exercise clip has been released for the week of June 23, 2025. It shows Luna Nozawa kissing someone. Taylor Hayes proposes to Ridge Forrester. Meanwhile, Nick Marone tries to sway Brooke's decision. Keep reading and let's talk about what's coming up in the CBS cleaner pieces. Taylor Hayes' marriage offer. The exercise clip for coming week begins with Ridge and Taylor, who are dining at a eatery. Seated at a bitsy two-person table, Taylor proposes. The brunette says that she wants Ridge to be her hubby. Also, she pleads with the developer to tell her that he wants to get wedded too. The look on Ridge's face says it all. While he loves Taylor and is committed to her, he doesn't feel too eager to tie the knot. It's intriguing that Taylor is proposing. Not too long ago, Ridge was the one moving really presto with Taylor. The two moved in together right down, and Ridge talked about them getting their own place. Ridge wanted to seal the deal snappily back also, but now that Nick is back pursuing Brooke, effects feel to have changed. The look on Ridge's face is pain and awkwardness, however, also that will tell her everything she needs to know, if Ridge tells Taylor not right now. At the same time, I wonder if Taylor will go to extreme lengths to hang on to the man she wants. Nick Marone's intel over with Brooke, she gets another visit from Nick. It seems that Nick was observing on Ridge. The seaman reports some painful intel to Brooke, but it could also be just to sway her decision. Nick wants the golden reverse, but knows she's fixated on Ridge. So, if Nick lets her know that Taylor proposed to Ridge, will she agree to leave with him? Will Spencer's mistake? The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the week of June 23 reveal that Will Spencer stops by Luna's apartment. Luna invites him in and Will explains that he broke up with Electra Forrester. Now, this is where the exercise gets a bit outrageous and how we know it must be Luna's fantasy. Will says that Electra just didn't excite him the way Luna does. Also, Will says he likes Peril and that's why he's there. Luna nuzzles his neck, also the two passionately kiss. The bold and the beautiful spoilers are in for Monday, June 23, 2025. Suckers can anticipate Taylor Hayes to propose marriage. Still, Taylor's romantic plea leaves Ridge Forrester in an awkward position. Keep reading and let's talk about what's coming up in the CBS cleaner pieces. Brooke Logan's gloating suckers recall that in Friday's occasion, Brooke Logan stopped by Eric Forrester's estate to drop off some papers. While she was there, Taylor couldn't help but ask about Nick Marone's return. Brooke admitted that it was nice reconnecting with Nick, but his true fortune is the ocean. Also, Brooke exulted about Ridge getting jealous and demanding that she stay down from Nick. Taylor Hayes' marriage offer. In the daily exercise clip, Taylor and Ridge sit at a small table with a flower in the center. It looks like it might be at Il Giardino. As they sit in the intimate setting, Taylor pours her heart out. Also, the psychiatrist pleads for Ridge to marry her. Although Taylor does love Ridge, this unforeseen offer seems hopeless. Ridge Forrester's awkward response. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, June 23 reveal that when Taylor pops the question, Ridge is speechless. It's not in a good way, however. Ridge awkwardly puts his hand to his mouth and his studies are clear. Although Ridge loves Taylor veritably much, he might not accept her offer. It's clear that Ridge is still in love with Brooke. Still, Taylor's heartache caused her broken heart pattern. So, that might help Ridge from breaking his commitment to Taylor despite being in love with Brooke. There's also a chance that Ridge says yes, but that just means commodity will be on the marriage day. Luna Nozawa's fantasy. Also, we've Luna Nozawa. A daily exercise clip shows Will Spencer entering Luna's apartment. Also, they talk about how Will ditched Electra Forrester because she's not instigative enough. Will admits to liking Peril and Luna passionately kisses her dream boy. Still, this doesn't sound like commodity Will would do or say. I'm going to take a stab in the dark and assume that this is another one of Luna's delusional fantasies. Still, Luna will do anything to make her dreams come true. That means Hayes Forrester Finnegan and Steffy Forrester Finnegan might not be the only bones in grave peril. Which plot are you looking forward to seeing the most on Monday, June 23, 2025? Partake your studies in the comment section below. Flashback to keep watching The Cleaner on CBS or Paramount to find out what's coming up next. Taylor pops the question with a ring and a warning. I want you to be my husband, Ridge. That's what Taylor Hayes whispers at Il Giardino, and not just over candlelight and calamari. This is a public ambush with emotional fireworks, and Ridge never saw it coming. After years of playing second fiddle to Brooke Logan's golden hair and whispery declarations of destiny, Taylor is done waiting. She buys the ring. She makes the reservation. And she drops the question like it's the final rose at the Bachelor finale. But Taylor's not just proposing, she's staking her claim. And the subtext? Clear as crystal, back off, Brooke. This man is mine. Grimacing face Ridge's awkward reaction. Is this love or pity? Let's face it, Ridge Forrester has been bouncing between Brooke and Taylor like a tennis ball in a soap opera Wimbledon match. So when Taylor proposes, what does he do? He chokes. Literally. Ridge puts a hand to his mouth, stares into the distance like he's just seen Stephanie's ghost, and blinks. Hard. Several times. His silence says everything. He wasn't planning on getting married, at least not like this. But what's stopping him from rejecting Taylor outright? It's not just guilt. It's her heart condition. Remember, Taylor's brush with broken heart syndrome nearly killed her. So Ridge is now caught between a life of loyalty and a destiny he can't deny. Man Detective Nick Marone, eavesdropper-in-chief. Enter Nick Marone, slinking around Il Giardino like a yacht captain with a gossip addiction. He's got a bourbon in one hand and a Bluetooth device in the other, listening in on the whole Ridge proposal. He doesn't miss a single syllable. And when he hears Taylor say "marry me," his sailor soul sings with opportunity. Why? Because Nick has a plan. One that includes Brooke, a Mediterranean yacht, a bottle of rose, and no Ridge in sight. He can't wait to run back to Brooke and drop this nuclear bomb of a proposal in her lap. And when he does, smiling face with horns, Brooke's cackle heard round the world. Brooke doesn't cry. She laughs. Loud. Confident. Victorious. After all, Ridge just proved her point. Taylor had to propose? That says it all, doesn't it, Nick? And Nick? He just pours more wine and agrees. But deep down, he's hoping this news will be the nail in the coffin of Ridge. He wants Brooke back, and he's playing Ridge's awkward response like a violin. But don't count Ridge out just yet. The designer may not have said yes, but he didn't say no either. Brain Luna's fantasy. Or future fatal attraction? Now for the part where reality slips off its axis. Luna Nozawa, who's been teetering on the edge of obsession for weeks, experiences what can only be described as a hormone-fueled hallucination. In this delusion, Will Spencer shows up at her door and tells her that Electra Forrester was boring and that Luna is dangerous, exciting, irresistible. Then he kisses her. Passionately. Like a man who just escaped prison and wants to commit a new crime. But wait, was it real? Of course not. Will has zero intention of leaving Electra, let alone diving into Luna's fantasy realm. Still, Luna can't let go. And that means one thing, the fantasy will become her new mission. And that's when the danger begins. Warning, warning signs. Is Luna a threat to Steffy and Hayes? Let's be honest, Luna has issues. And with Jacqueline McInnes Wood's maternity leave looming, the writing's on the wall. If Luna can't have Will, she might lash out. And when the Forresters try to shut her out, will she target Steffy, or worse, Hayes? Is it a coincidence that we're seeing more and more scenes of Luna lurking? Daydreaming? Fantasizing? No. This is textbook unhinged behavior. And fans better buckle up, because someone's about to get hurt. Broken heart back to the proposal. will Ridge say yes? The question hangs in the air like the smell of Deacon's garlic knots. Will Ridge accept Taylor's proposal? Spoilers hint he won't answer immediately. He'll hedge. Stall. Delay. And that delay could destroy Taylor emotionally. The irony? She proposed to feel secure, and ended up feeling rejected. Some theories suggest he'll say yes out of guilt, only for the wedding to blow up at the altar when Brooke crashes it with receipts. Others believe he'll say no and Taylor will spiral, triggering a medical emergency that forces Ridge to play hero once again. Either way, this proposal is the pebble that starts an avalanche. Baby bottle: is Daphne pregnant with Carter's baby? In the background of all this mess, Daphne Rose slinks back into LA. And word on the street, aka Forrester's perfume lab, is that she's pregnant. The father? Carter Walton. But he's engaged to Hope Logan, and the timelines? Fuzzy. Suspicious. Classic soap drama. If Daphne's baby is Carter's, Hope's dream future shatters in an instant. Could Daphne be bluffing? Or did she and Carter have a secret Parisian night of passion that nobody saw coming? Exploding Head July sweeps predictions. What's coming next? Here's what fans can expect during July sweeps. Ridge marries Taylor, but regrets it within 48 hours. Brooke and Nick kiss, and get caught by Ridge. Luna kidnaps Hayes in a misguided bid to bond with Will. Daphne goes into labor at Forrester HQ. Sheila Carter resurfaces with a vengeance, and new plastic surgery. Hope discovers Carter's betrayal and teams up with Elektra for revenge. Eric and Donna finally reveal the truth about the hidden Forrester heir. Who will win in the end? At the end of the day, this isn't just about rings or proposals. This is about Taylor's desperate hope, Ridge's inability to commit, Brooke's strategic brilliance, Nick's steady manipulation, Luna's unraveling mind. And most of all, it's about who will still be standing when the emotional dust clears. Will Taylor get the wedding she's begging for? Will Ridge finally stop ping-ponging between wives? Will Brooke walk away from both Ridge and Nick, or walk down the aisle with one of them? And what price will Luna pay for chasing a dream that was never hers to begin with?